Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Sports. And very interesting news, SA Rugby set to scrap the equity deal and investigate a new future, a new financial future, and kind of brings to a close the entire saga with the failed Ackerley Sports Group bid, which did not reach the 75% it needed in the meeting of the Members' Council back in December. And as a result, their offer officially expired in the new year came in, and now it looks like the entire sort of concept in the deal is off the table, and a complete relook of the SA Rugby finances and the financial future is currently being undertaken, which is good news. I think in terms of, I don't think the deal was quite structured the way we needed it to be. The worry now comes, what is the financial future? Because already this year, as per the report, we're going to be declaring a loss. However, apparently certain commercial deals that came through last year and for this year, for example, I imagine the Coca-Cola sponsorship that's come in recently, that's going to take care of a lot of things. Because the big news from the meeting as well is that the highest level of financial distribution to the unions, which is called the gold model, has been guaranteed for a further 3 years, thanks to an acceleration in commercial sales. Which for me, I think reads basically the Coca-Cola deal, the merchandising from Nike has also been very, very good. And so looking good there. So still in a pretty good financial spot, but we need to plan for the financial future. Before we get into it, please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. So the release reads as follows. It says, the South African Rugby Union will appoint a financial institution to review the rugby's financial ecosystem. The union's membership decided at a General Council meeting in Johannesburg on Thursday. So basically, this is after the private equity deal didn't go, so a new process is going to be instituted. And they said the first step of the process is to appoint the financial institution through an independent selection process to advise members on all aspects of rugby financial sustainability and the role that potentially private equity investment might play. So there might still be a private equity deal in the works, but we're going to have to basically investigate a whole new funding model, really. And, it looks like a financial institution is going to be appointed, basically. There's going to be a council or a committee, really, that's going to be appointed, which will have a representative from each franchise, as well as 2 independent members of the executive council and the SRAB CEO and CFO. And they're going to go find a financial institution, which will then do an entire review of the current financial situation and plot kind of the future. Where is the best way to find sustainability within SA Rugby? Is it an equity deal? Is it more commercialization of partners? Is it more broadcast rights? Where do we basically make the money? How do we fund the rugby programs in South Africa? So we'll obviously have to find and wait to see exactly what is going to happen. But basically, Mark Alexander said, we have been given a new mandate from the General Council to start a new process to review our commercial and financial prospects and define the process. We will take a measured and consultative approach under the guidance of the financial advisors as we review the financial challenges and opportunities. So I think it's a good thing. Basically, a whole relook at the entire rugby ecosystem and identify the opportunities. And I think the main thing is that it sounds like hopefully this will mean more due diligence. We're not going to rush into an equity deal, which I think from the sounds of it was pretty much touted by the CEO and the president and the members and the executive council may said, right, this is an easy way we could fund it. We've got a bidder, this is going to be an amount, fantastic, let's get this through, get some money, get down. And all the members turned around and said, actually, no, we don't back this deal. We don't like all the aspects of it. We're not going to vote on it. And now they're going back to the beginning and embarking on, I think, a far more thorough process. So that's the hope, is that we're now going to do it properly. Go and look at an entire overview of the financial situation and then decide, right, where do we need to make the money? Is it a equity deal? Is that the only way? And if it's an equity deal, what kind of numbers are we talking about? So there's no guarantee that there won't be an equity deal moving forward. But right now, it's off the table as they basically start the process once again. I think, at the end of the day, it's always the big balance, isn't it? People are sitting there saying you can't sell your soul. We've got to prioritize rugby and the likes of that. But rugby's expensive, sports expensive, and unions are expensive, franchises are expensive. We've got lots of rugby programs to run in the women's program, the sevens program, and that's the Springboks, the unions, the Currie Cup, the first division of the Currie Cup. You had things like the old Vodacom Cup and that kind of falling away. The junior box, for example, club rugby. There's lots of different programs that we need to fund, and it needs to be sustainable. You can't be in a situation like the English Premiership where all of a sudden you've got all these clubs just going under because they're not financially viable. So big good news is the fact that the unions are guaranteed the same sort of funding model they've got for the next 3 years, so they don't have to stress. But hopefully, once this financial advisors go through the process of finding the solutions, we can then create a very viable plan and then start to execute it as well. Let me know what your thought ideas will be. How would you fund rugby in South Africa? What do you think the big opportunities are? Let me know down in the comments below. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.